Alright, ladies and gentlemen, how are you guys doing today on this Wednesday, December the 23rd, 2020? Welcome to another metallic episode of Music of Destruction, bringing you the best in metal-related content right here on YouTube, on the only channel that matters, man. If you missed anything in the past week, click the eye in the upper right corner of the screen and got caught up on all of my latest videos. I would greatly appreciate it. If you would like me to review anything, please leave a suggestion in the comment section down below, and I will gladly consider that. Please, no slam or deathcore bands. Welcome to Album Ranking Wednesdays right here on the channel. So tonight I am doing another subscriber request, and this one comes courtesy of Thomas Bokoros. And he asked me if I would do a Funeral Mist album rankings, and I said, you know what? Absolutely, because I love Marduk so much, and I have heard some of Funeral Mist's work, and I do thoroughly enjoy this band. Now, of course, before we get into the ranking, I'm going to give you guys a biography on Funeral Mist, as I always do here on the channel. Now, the band in its original form was founded in autumn of 1993 by former members. Bass player Arioch, or Arioch if you will, was added in the summer of 1994. Now in summer of 1995, Funeral Mist's first demo titled Darkness was recorded but was released in early 1996. The second demo, Havoc, followed and was recorded in summer/autumn of 96 with only Arioch, being left of the old lineup, and new drummer Necromorbus, or Stjerna, joined the band later in late 1997. Now, also in 97, they recorded their EP debut, Devilry, which was released in summer of 1998 in both CD and vinyl format, and the vinyl edition was limited to only 300 copies, which also featured an exclusive track titled Hellspell 2. Now, this track was later included on the 2005 re-release, which also includes the Havoc recordings as well. Their first full-length, simply titled Salvation, was released on the Norma Evangelium Diaboli label in 2003, while the second album, titled Maranatha, was released in February of 2009 on the same label after 6 years of silence. Now, in September of 2012, Season of Mist Records re-released Devilry and Salvation, while in 2017, Devilry, Salvation, and Maranatha were reissued on vinyl through Norma Evangelium Diaboli. In December 2nd of 2013, and to coincide with the band's 20th anniversary, Norma Evangelium Diaboli released the vinyl box set Trisagion, or Trisagion, I believe is how you say, which included all of the band's discography at that point. Funeral Mist released their third full-length Hecatomb on June 15th, 2018, again under the Norma Evangelium Diaboli label, or Diaboli label if you prefer. Now, the musical style and ideology of Funeral Mist plays a black metal style characterized by Norma Evangelium Diaboli as violent, chaotic, and musically bizarre, but it's also got a lot of really sinister, dark atmosphere, to which Arioch added complex layers of sounds on Maranatha. The lyrics deal with devil worship and blasphemy, often using sometimes slightly changed quotes from the King James Version of the Bible. Arioch also points out that a band that claims to play black metal must always have Satanism and nothing but Satanism as the highest priority in their music and concept, as well as in their personal lives, and that neither the voice nor the sound and musical style make a black metal band. Now, while I agree with this sentiment to a very slight degree, I personally think black metal has a hell of a lot more validity when it's rooted in misanthropy and solitude. Of course, black metal does have its roots firmly planted in Satanism, but hatred and isolation and pain were always part of the genre's framework, sound, aesthetics, atmosphere, and of course, the ideology behind the genre. Alright, so let's get into the ranking now, shall we? Coming in at number 3, we have Hecatomb, released in 2018 on Norma Evangelium Diaboli Records. This was a really good album for me. I really enjoyed its dark, fast, atmospheric, brutal, chaotic, and very sinister in its approach, complex instrumentation, ideology, lyrics, and all that great stuff. It is a really good album, and Funeral Mist only released 3 records up to this point, but they do not have a bad album in their discography, though it is short. This is an amazing record, and I just wish they maybe had a little bit more albums out, but Hecatomb Definitely no slouch of an album here. If you haven't heard Funeral Mist, this is an excellent album to start with. Hecatomb gets number 3. Coming in at number 2, we have Maranatha, released in 2009 on Norma Evangelium Diaboli Records. Once again, another great album and kind of a combination of Salvation and Hecatomb. It's kind of in the middle. Got some very fast, chaotic, brutal fucking black metal, but also that slow, funeral dirge, atmospheric, ice-cold stuff with some melancholic ideology and textures inserted for good measure. This is a really great fucking album, and it's definitely one that I enjoyed quite a bit, and I absolutely love Maranatha. As I said, there isn't a bad album in Funeral Mist discography, and Arioch, or Mortus as he's more commonly known in Marduk, does a great job on all of these records, and it's a shame that the band doesn't have a complete lineup. But again, Mortus, or Arioch if you prefer, doing all this on his own is one hell of a talented musician. Coming in at number 1, of course, we have Salvation, released in 2003 on Norma Evangelium Diaboli Records. Once again, an absolute fucking incredible album, the best Funeral Mist record in my opinion, and the introductory album to the project. Of course, the demos came first, but the first full length is definitely one of the most impressive fucking Swedish black metal debuts I've ever heard in my entire life, and I'm really glad that Thomas Borkoros, who asked me to do the video, requested this, because I really did want to talk about Funeral Mist at some point here on the channel, and I'm going to be getting all these albums and reviewing them in depth, so you guys can look forward to that. But Salvation's one of those albums where you can hear how Marduk's Rome 512 onward had a lot of this Funeral Mist influence, as the band kind of combined the styles of pre-Mortus and after he joined the band into what would come after with Rome 512 and beyond. You can definitely hear the Funeral Mist influence in Marduk's music now, but that's not a bad thing at all, because Funeral Mist is absolutely fucking killer. Salvation gets number 1 from Funeral Mist. So yeah, man, this is a fucking killer band, and I'm definitely looking forward to reviewing all these guys. Amazing Swedish black metal. So there you guys have it, another album ranking episode in the books, right here on Music of Destruction. And as always, I sincerely hope that you enjoyed tonight's video. And hey, if you're new, make sure you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss anything. Follow me over on Twitter and Instagram. You could also follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Music of Destruction. Join the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/Music of Destruction. The Seed, episode number 28, The History of Iron Maiden, part 1 up on Patreon. For $5 a month, you get access to the podcast. Part 2 is coming up on the 27th of December. Head on over to patreon.com/Music of Destruction. Select the $5 tier. Show your support. If you want to support for just $1 a month, that's great too. Everything contributes to help keeping the channel going, getting new lighting, cameras, upgrading my production, all that awesome stuff. With that in mind, Colton James and myself starting our brand new YouTube channel, Reviews on the Run, sometime in 2021. We're putting together everything we need. We're acquiring equipment, etc., etc. So here's a brand new clip of our new movie and game review channel of what you can expect.
Sorry, guys. Looks like I lost him. There's no sign of him anywhere.
And we are back. Thank you guys very much for joining me here tonight on Music of Destruction. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great night. Cheers. We will see you for Top 15 Thursdays. Have a great night. Bye-bye.